Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Master Heart family. It's so wonderful to have you join us and share all the good news and miracles and wonderful things that are happening in our life. Today we're going to talk about something like everything that we want, and so I've been the people that I guide and support and love that we've been looking with some of you we've been looking at what's your mission, purpose, vision, and in like 2025, and to be thinking about that. And there's wonderful things that to build our business and build our families, our health, but really, everything we want, if we would just pray for, just ask for one thing, and that is peace. And this beautiful thought of peace. And I had sent some of you a divine thought that came to me this weekend, and the primary cause of unhappiness. So, the primary cause of unhappiness isn't the situation, okay, the situation, where we think we're unhappy about, but it's your thoughts about it. So, it's not about the situation that made us unhappy, it's our thoughts about it. And so all we need to do is just think about the thoughts on what we want and to ask to see the blessing in that. And so we're going to go to peace later on. You'll become very peaceful. You will experience peace. The number one peace that you want in your life, that we all want, is peace from the committee. And once we have that, we're home free, baby. And peace from the committee, peace from the battle. Most people have this amazing battle going on. It's just in their head. We don't have somebody with a gun at our head or pitchfork, ready to that, none of that stuff's going. We're not going to, lose our house or, whatever. And, but if we think we might, then we start on that path to what we don't want. And it's interesting also that Archangel Chamuel, and so there's seven archangels in Chamuel. Usually I've referred to Archangel Chamuel as unconditional love, and that's true. And she has this pink light and energy, and angel does, but she is also the archangel of peace. And when you think about that, if you have unconditional love and if you see yourself and everything and everyone with unconditional love, you're at peace. So isn't that great on how those two just come together and with unconditional love and peace. So we start out the day by our amazing, delightful, divine time that you're going to love to talk about all the miracles happening, all the good things. Also, any thoughts, questions, any answers that you are looking for. And so, who wants to share with us today? Who wants to start? Hey, Zoom user, that is Stephen.
Still on Zoom user. Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? I
How
like
you
to
doing?
think that every day is a miracle in my life. And
Hmm.
wow, what a week it's been, huh? How's everybody doing? And I have to think um, unconditional love is something that I try to live by every day
Hmm.
because the minute I start putting up any type of expectations or parameters on people, it just lets me down. So I've
Yeah,
come to the conclusion that if I just love everybody the best as I can without having
yeah,
any constraints,
yeah.
um, it just frees me from having those expectations and having, those realizations that people aren't going to come through or follow through with what they're going to do for you like you do for
Yeah,
them. But that's okay.
yeah,
That's okay. I mean, you just have to have integrity and do your own thing. But
yeah.
I'm just really happy that I'm at peace today. And I had a little tumble on my mountain bike last night, and it was so fun to think that you can just make it out of those things that are I'm a healthy person, and that brings
Yeah.
me inner peace to be able to survive
Um,
stuff like that. It was great. It was a blessing to wipe out on my mountain. How about
yeah, yeah, that's beautiful.
that?
Yeah,
It's fun.
and the cool thing about that you just need to ask yourself as we have talked about, we're really the only thing in our way of having everything we want, and everything is actually fine, and there's only well-being that flows to us, but we stop it by our own thoughts, but to prove that only well-being flows to us is that on your elbow there, that next week it won't be there, and you didn't go to a doctor, you didn't, do whatever. There is this higher power that continues to take care of us and knows exactly what we want. And so, yeah, not to say, hey, this person's going to be this way or whatever. However, you can ask for, I want to attract the type of people that I want. And so we have the power to ask and have it the way that we want it. So that's beautiful. Yeah. And way to see the blessing in that, Stephen. And the other comment I'd have is that not only those expectations on do you need to be this way or that way, but also people talk a lot about, oh, I'm going to build boundaries. And so I'm going to have boundaries with this person or whatever. And if you build a boundary, God has to have something on the other side to
Yeah.
quote unquote guard you from.
Right, right.
So we don't need to build boundaries. We just need to be clear on what we want. And then that's what will flow to us, because only well being flows to us if we allow it.
And attract it, I think, too. It just attracts to us.
Yeah. 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 It flows to us because we attract it. The powerful law of attraction. Beautiful. Wonderful, Stephen. Thank you. Other thoughts, comments?
I can.
Oh, hey, Shel.
Hey.
I
Um,
think you're next.
so when you were talking in the beginning, you were talking like just ask for answers and solutions. And it
Mhm.
really is that easy, and like being open to receive the answers and solutions. And so I've been wanting to, for a long time, do retreats, build a community. And I was the one stopping myself from doing that, and so
Mhm.
finally I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I'm doing. Like last Tuesday, I decided I'm doing it no matter what, and I
Yeah.
started asking for answers and solutions on,
Yeah.
how to put it out there, how to advertise it, how I'm still looking for where to host it. But
Yeah.
today
Just
I
ask.
I'm putting it out like this is the day I want it to be. I
Yeah.
don't have a location yet, but that's okay. It'll come to me, and so
Yeah.
it really
Yeah.
is just that easy.
Yeah, it really, really is. And you look at the birds and how they're taken care of, and we go in their backyard and there's hummingbirds and there's grasshoppers. And first of all, where do they all come from? A big whole huge toad we saw the other day, and just everything, the whole ecosystem, and like they're all being taken care of. And think, being children of the divine, that think how we're being taken care of. And so all we have to do is ask. The Father does the work. And you'll get a place. And so don't worry about, gee, where the place is. Just know that the perfect place is gonna happen. And when you don't have those expectations on, oh, I need this XYZ place, instead, I just want a wonderful place for these people, my tribe, whatever, for all these wonderful beings to come together. And there's nothing like physically to, get together. And we have the Master Heart family gotten together. And, it's special when you're together. And every week we come together this way, the second best way than being in person. So, yeah, way to be, Shell. And Shell now has declared on some things on who she is. And so before she didn't want to kind of tell anybody, but she now is a easy money, easy life coach. And she does tarot cards. Yeah. And and that she has a podcast and she has a weekly newsletter and she's out there and just one step at a time. And she's an author and has a book and it's just all fun. We can be, do, and have anything we want if we just ask for it and then allow it. Yeah. And so 3 things to ask for, and that is number one, understanding, and then answers and solutions. And so when we understand where other people are coming from, it's real easy to get answers and solutions when we understand the situation, the person, whatever. And so just ask for understanding and then answers and solutions. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Shal. Yeah, good. Other thoughts?
So,
Um,
Dr. Hank, I don't know if this fits, so I'll start on. I have a story about a man named Joey, and
Great.
we talk about the discontent and how that the purpose of that is to lead us to what we want.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go through it. Take me a couple minutes here, but I'm going to go through it. So, I turned 59 in January. You and I talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
Next January, I turned 60.
Yeah.
And so in turning 60, even last year before I turned 59, in 2023, is I started lifting weights. We know about my pickleball, I share openly and stuff.
Yeah.
And in that process, I got to the point of going, man, I want to bench press 300 pounds,
Yeah.
and then I want to start competing in pickleball. And I drove that and drove that and drove that to the point of now I had an MRI and my right biceps is hanging on by a thread. And so October
Wow.
1st, they're going to go in, remove it, and fasten it somewhere lower on the shoulder because there's not enough left there to attach where it
Right.
goes. And then I'm getting an MRI this week on my left foot because they think I might have torn the tendon that goes underneath your foot. And I did this stuff trying to achieve this stuff. And after it happened, and then after, the surgery set up and all this stuff, and I'm thinking, man, why is this happening? And the discontent, right?
Yeah.
And I started leaning over, and what's caused all of this
Yeah.
is fear. That the fear of turning 60, because as I was growing up, I noticed my dad and his family and stuff like that. At like 60, it seemed like they started quickly degrading from there forward, and so I have this fear. I've always had the thought that 60 becomes old and things like that and stuff. So as I'm walking through and sharing this fear that for me, I needed these things to happen to get me to this point to look at the other side.
Yeah.
I take after my mom as far as genes go. And my grandfather and my uncles and her uncles and everything lived well into their 80s, and I looked at that side of things and stuff. And even with that, and like as I'm doing this, all of a sudden it's like this new perception has come into play for me where it's like there are going to be blessings bestowed upon me and abundance and thing that in my 60s I could not have got before. So now all of a sudden I'm in this place of living like, okay, I'll get this stuff fixed. I'll get into balance with things. I'll be able to get back into my hang gliding that I can't do right now because of these things. And I can start looking at that other side and going, man, I'm fine. I'm fine just the way I am. I can work out for the exercise. I can play pickleball for the fun. I can do the things I want to do. And I don't have to have that added discontent to it to try to overcome a fear someplace. And it's such a different, even from when we talked Wednesday, like it opened up some stuff and started moving things for me where I can get to this point of seeing it like this now.
Yeah.
That's
How beautiful, Joey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's this, so few things. I mean, you really hit a hot button there with age, right? Because all of us are getting quote unquote older. And so you're going to be 60 years young. That's first of all what you always say is 60 years young. And this idea about just to enjoy what we have that you can do now, you'll really be able to enjoy pickleball more than you ever would. Because before it was, hey, I got to compete, be really good. And the weights, and this all came, by the way, these two injuries came because he was overdoing it that, oh, I got to do better and be better. And I got to work hard, and I got to now lift weights and 300 pounds. And it's like, who gives a hoot, What we care about is, do we have joy in what we're doing? And it's this idea about you can't have a happy ending without a happy journey. And so it's like, yeah, I'm going to enjoy myself and enjoy where I am. And I remember my mother shared with me, and she was in excellent health and did yoga. And she said to me, the 50s will be your prime age, the golden years for you. And then it's downhill from there. And right when I heard that, I went like, I'm not going to believe that for a second. I didn't tell her that because I wanted her to whatever she, thought. And so now I'm in my 70s and I'm 71 years young and I'm living the life. And you're exactly right. You experience, it's kind of like, we're getting into fall now. And so a great way to kind of look at this is there's different seasons, but every season has some real beauty to it. Like the summer had the flowers, right? The fall now has that cool breeze and the colorful trees and leaves, and so it's different, not necessarily the colorful flowers, but now the leaves. And for us to just love, and it's being in this moment, but to love every age that we are, it's all divine and all beautiful. And that, and Joey, you look more handsome than you ever have. And because you think it, and it all depends on how I look at it.
Yeah.
And that, and don't be looking at whatever the wrinkles or whatever you're looking, this is and whatever. Just look at what everything is playing out. We have literally billions of things that are playing out right now. Our functions, the way we see, our digestive system, our systems, our muscles, the way we can move our hands. I mean, it's just incredible. And most importantly and powerfully is we can think, wow. And we get to think about any situation, such as, oh, I'm going to be 60 or whatever age that is, and love it. And so I'm having the time of my life. And so will you, as long as you say, hey, things are just getting better, and they will.
Yeah.
And so, so I walked around the block and I can't run anymore. I haven't really even thought that thought for a while because, it's not a very good feeling thought, if you will. But like, who cares? I'm just happy I can walk. Next thing it'll be, I'm happy I can sit in a chair, whatever. And so it's this committee tries to judge this stuff, and that the past was a blessing, now is a blessing, and the future is a blessing. And so I really like this idea as we're getting into fall, for all of us to really appreciate the age that we're at, and that this is like, a new season for us, and to love this season. It's not going to be like the summer. It's going to be a new season for us, and we can see the joy in it.
Yeah. And Dr. Hank, just to finish it up, because even in the discontent, you've told me that for a long time, and I don't think I've really captured as much as I have through this series of events here, is there's so many
Yeah.
blessings in the discontent.
Yeah.
So now I'm getting this operation, and they'll fix it, and I'll be fine, and I'll go through but man, people are coming out of the woodwork to help me. Like I have somebody who's going to want to drive me and then stay with me for a couple days and stuff
Yeah.
and then my neighbors, I watched the Detroit Lions win last night, the first game of the season with him, and they were saying about making me some meals and maybe taking Bella, my dog, for a few days while I first start recovering. And it's like people are
Yeah.
just showing up for it. And even in that, and what I realize is when I get into that discontent deep enough, I will start playing God. I'll start deciding what I need to do and all that stuff rather than just asking for what I want and allowing it to show up. And so I get to
Wow.
learn that lesson as well. So it's
Yeah,
just
that's
a blessing.
beautiful. Yeah, yeah. And then you use the word disconnect, content, and I think maybe a softer word is just contrast. It's just simply what I don't want. And because the perfect vibration to be in, there's two vibrations to be in this moment. And one is just to be satisfied, enjoying loving where you are. And so this idea about, so really not discontent, and we all know what you mean, Joey, and discontent, but it's more about, wow, I'm going to be right now in this moment content where I am. And then also I'm going to be so excited about my bright future, and that things are just getting better and better. And that way to look at it, Joey, too, and see the blessings in this And so you've already seen, wow, the people and the connection and the Detroit Lions winning. And of course, I'm from the Wisconsin, the Green Bay Packers, so I'm very sad.
Well, I
But
didn't know that before I took you as my coach.
yeah. Well, and that's actually another thing is don't be attached to anything in this world. I don't give a hoot who wins or loses. I just want to enjoy myself. So if I'm enjoying myself, great. If I'm not, I'm going to turn off the TV or whatever. It's no big deal. And it's kind of funny in Wisconsin that, they're kind of known for all the people in Wisconsin. They don't have much to do during the winter. So if the Green Bay Packers don't win, it's like just miserable. It's like they're living in hell in the cold weather. Good, good. Thank you, Joey. And yeah, beautiful topic that all of us can understand that and realize, and also understand it's really not lessons. We're here to learn. Okay. Right. It is that we're here to create. And so as we experience the contrast, it bursts these new thoughts and ideas, because whatever that you have, it's just that we're like born virgins, if you will. And so we're able to just enjoy this exciting life and enjoy everything that we have, from our children or, our families to ourselves. Yeah. Beautiful.
Love that.
Beautiful. Yeah.
My doctor told me, welcome to your new life after my heart surgery. So welcome to your new life after you get those fixed, Joey. It'll only get better.
Thanks.
There
Zoo.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm abbreviating Zoom user to just Zoo. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, that's great. Good. Other thoughts, comments?
I'll make a quick comment to kind of goes along with what Joey was saying. So my dad is getting ready to turn 91, but when he was about to turn 59, he thought he was turning 60. For about 2 weeks, he thought he was going to turn 60, and he was like visibly depressed because his father and his father's father died at 60. So he was like, this is my last year, and he was really, really depressed. And then, but it was so funny because this went on for about 2 weeks. And then he finally realized that, oh, I'm only turning 59. And it's literally just a number. Like his whole attitude changed when he was turning 59 and not 60. But I remember that. And, now as we're getting closer to those ages ourselves, it seems so funny. And now he's 91. I was like, Dad, we actually talked about this not too long ago. And I was like, remember, I said, you've actually lived 50% longer than you thought you were going to live. And that whole contagious thing about, your attitude and what you're expecting and what you want. And, so I'm becoming the preacher now. It's like, no, don't speak like that. You got to speak like this. And so, but so you might have, you probably have 30 plus more years to go, Joey. Don't worry about it.
There you go, baby. There you go. Yeah. The 60 is the new 30s or something,
That's
whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Carolyn, can you just share with us? I know you just got back from Paris. Could you share what was the most exciting, best thing that you experienced in Paris?
Oh my goodness. I've had a couple people ask me that. I think the most exciting thing, and it might have been because it was the first day, is we went on a really nice Seine River cruise for my birthday. And it was spectacular, but we got to see, like, before we walked to see everything, we walked about 14 miles a day over the 10 days. I did a lot of walking. And but the food was probably the best food I had the whole time. So that was probably my number one thing. Second thing is I had a second cousin who got married to some French count like a week before I got there. So
oh my God.
I don't know if you guys saw my pictures on Facebook, but I ended up having 2 different nights where I got to get together with different family members, cousins and aunts and uncles. And and they brought us over 2 different nights and fed us traditional French food and of course, plenty of wine. And so we had a really good time, but it was just really added to have that family connection while we were there as well. So, but I was thinking about it too while I was there. Of course, there's so many pigeons and stuff, but every day I probably saw over 100 feathers laying on the ground. I picked some up the first couple days. And so I
Yeah.
was thinking about this group the whole time with the feathers. And then they have, of
Yeah.
course, a big, which I think Dr. Hank, I sent you a picture of the big fountain there. That's the St.
Yeah.
Michel, St. Michael,
Right.
him. And so that was pretty cool too, to just get to see that. And
Yeah.
there's something, as I was standing there looking at that, I just kind of had like this, I don't know how to even explain it, but just like an awe-filled feeling, like, oh, this is so
Beautiful.
cool. And look, there he is. But yeah, no, I would recommend
Yeah.
it to anyone. I was a little worried that I was going to be let down because I was so excited about going, but
Yeah.
I wasn't at all let down. It was fabulous.
Yeah, you're bubbling over. That's beautiful. Well,
Yeah.
we're
So
we're
now it's time
happy
to
for
get
you.
back to work.
Get back to play.
Get back to play. Yes.
Go
So
create more. Go have
that's
fun and create more.
I like that. Go create more.
Yeah, fantastic. Great. Other
That's awesome.
thoughts? Hey, Deborah.
Hello. Hi. Hey, good seeing
Hi.
everybody and hearing everybody. And welcome back from Paris, Carolyn. And it's so great. Always Joey can always relate. I always, as I get older, we always want to. I'm trying to lift more weights every morning and doing those things. And sometimes it's just like, it's okay. Like, don't overdo it. But I just was outside, as you guys saw, right? And it's beautiful out and started to rain a little bit. So I just walked back and into my driveway. I see a brand new car. And so we now there too. And since you guys are my Master Heart family, I can share this with you without, with something I'm embarrassed, been embarrassed about sharing. Um, but you know my story, and having 9 years of sobriety through my almost 15, 16 years of heavy addiction and substance abuse and all of that. During that time I did things, and and I was driving under the influence, and I drove in Florida. When you get 2 DUIs within 5 years, they take away your license for like 5 years, or longer. It's just what they do. So I didn't have my license. The last time that I had a DUI was 2013. That was the last time I have actually driven a car.
Wow. Yeah.
Reason being, life happened, and I moved back to Massachusetts, and it was just confusing on how to do this, because I needed an interlock, a thing that I breathe into, to make sure that I am sober and not drinking. And it's just been this huge thing that it's been kind of scary, and like to get at the time for many years. And I just trust the timing of the divine, that this is it. And this is the last step in the process. I had a bunch of things to complete, but now I have to go bring this new car that I just got to see the back of into I didn't know it's going to be here like right now, to get that thing put in. And then I need it, I think, for a good period of time. But it's just unlocking so many doors to freedom for me. And it's crazy. I mean, I have not driven in so many years, and I've it's sober, like. So I'm grateful for it and excited about it, nervous to kind of share this. I don't know why, but really, really excited. And
Gosh, Deborah, yeah.
What kind of car?
What kind of car?
It's a Nissan.
Yeah.
It's an SUV. It's huge.
Right.
Yeah, I
For
haven't
the
really.
kiddos.
Yeah,
Good.
I was gonna get Nick was wanting me to get a mom van, but I don't see myself as a soccer mom. I don't picture it. It's not how I roll. Like, I need. So it's my, it's great. It's
Good.
nice. It's big, and it's for this part of my life is what I need it. That thing's going
Yeah.
to be in it, and I'm probably not going to drive everywhere with that thing. I don't
Yeah.
know much about it, but I know that I'm sober by the grace of God, and that, you know, and it's just, and if people ask me what it is, I'll just say read my book.
Yeah, exactly. And Deborah, I just want to share that, you just coming on and being so authentic like this and sharing your truth and like, we just all love you and we, respect you and honor you more than ever because of this. That you have the courage we all have shed in our closet, if you will. And, for you to be able to share that and share your joy now. You're exactly right. It's more freedom, isn't it? And we take that for granted on driving. That you imagine in your adult life not driving for over 10 years, and now you have that freedom to be able to go do that. And so we're just so happy for you and proud of you. Put tears in our eyes and warm our heart, darling. We just love it. Wow. Yeah, congratulations. You just saw the car for the first time this morning, just now?
Yeah, I was just walking back because it started to rain, and I just
Oh my
saw
God.
it. I just walked in, but I'm here,
Yeah,
you know, showing up for
yeah.
this to share that,
Awesome.
and
Oh my
because
God,
I can't
that's
believe I'm going to
great.
drive my daughters, you know, in that,
Yeah,
and I don't know,
yeah,
they'll never have to see that mom that, you know,
yeah,
kind of was in jail or whatever, had to go through all that. Like
yeah. Hey,
this is my
yeah,
moment to show, hey,
Yeah.
I don't know,
yeah,
it's part of my
yeah.
superpowers,
Mhm.
and it is. I mean,
Yeah,
I built a business without a car, you know, and
yeah.
a successful one. I've done a lot of things, you know, without a car. Now, just imagine, you know, deep
Ah.
Good job.
coming
Good
through.
job. Good job.
I can't. Let's
Oh
go.
my God. That
I'll
that
send you
is
some
just
courses on how to drive again. But
Yeah, that is just so fun. Yeah, and I'd be proud about breathing into that, you got to this point and you had to go through all these hoops and wait all this time and everything. And that, and like, yeah, one way is to say, hey, read my book. The other way is, yeah, I'm so proud of this. I get to breathe into this thing and drive, and it's just great.
That's it.
And
That's it.
and it's this other thing about we don't care what other people think. You're at the height of your life right now. You're flying higher, vibrating higher than ever. And anybody that would ask you those things, whatever, that they just wish they were like you. And being a leader of a billion-dollar business, one of the leaders of a billion-dollar business, being independently wealthy, and having two girls and a family, and it's just it's incredible what you have built. And like you say, yeah, without even a car. Yeah, it's all within our mind, within our feelings. How beautiful. So, amen. Hallelujah, Deborah. Welcome here for you,
hallelujah.
girl.
Thank you.
Yeah. She's got
Thanks, guys. You're the first I shared it with. I had to share it
Thank you.
with all of you,
Yeah.
and thank you for being
Thank
so
Oh,
Nick
kind.
too. Thank Nick for
yeah,
being
that Nick.
solid, man.
What a husband,
Yeah.
hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it was
Yeah.
just a surprise out there. So,
Yeah.
Good guy, man.
That's so
definitely.
awesome.
That's great. Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you. So with that, any other thoughts before we move to peace? Yes. Hey, Carrie.
I just wanted to share a quote I wrote down because it kind of goes to the theme of what we're talking about today, and I just love it.
Okay.
Remember the days you wish for the things you have now. And it just, I don't know, just having perspective, think about all you have now. And sometimes, we're racing for the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, but realize what we
Yeah.
have now. I look back my 20s, 30s, I'm like, wow, I never thought I'd have what I have today. 3 beautiful,
Yeah.
healthy children, amazing husband. So just remember, I don't know, it's just good to keep perspective.
Yeah. And what is that quote again? Can you say it again?
Remember the days you wished for the things you have now.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. Boy, we could sit on that one for a while, huh? Yeah. Just think of the things that you've wished that you now have. And it certainly does go right along with like with Deborah and her journey and where she's been, angels saved her when her heart stopped in the hospital. And angels are here to help us all to be, do, and have our wishes coming true. Thank you for that, Carrie. Beautiful quote. Just amazing, amazing. Other thoughts?
I just gotta say, Deborah, I am so proud of and for you. Like you, like you're just just so awesome, such an awesome heart person, and the way you come
Yeah.
across and everything, and you like it's inspiring to see that you've taken the challenges and turned them into blessings in life. Like that's so
Yeah.
much inspiration in that. Just thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, it turned into
Y'all are gonna make me
miracles.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you made us cry. But yeah, and you're just the way you started that. Wow, we just knew it was going to be heartfelt. And it feels so good to be able to do that, to share your heart, share your truth, and don't judge it. There is no judgment, that we all go through different things. And it's like, wow, I just love that we have the ability to share our truth here. And when we shared with other people that maybe aren't on, here right now, whatever, that it touches their heart, it touches their mind, it touches their soul. And so the ripple effect, it's like these gigantic ocean waves that are going through the world because of us sharing our truth, our beautiful truth. And so let's go to peace now, what we really are all after. And I would invite you to close your eyes. It's easier to go within, the kingdom within, and that's where everything that we want is really at. We don't have to be anywhere in the world to feel good. And so let's just go ahead and breathe in deeply. And breathe out. Oh, and just let anything that has been troubling you, any contrast, that just breathe it out. That's all you need to do. And then breathe in the blessing, breathe in the miracle. Oh, and it feels so good as we just release that now and relax and allow the Lord to flow into us now as we breathe in, and it cleanses us. And just relax now and start at the top of your head and take the crown of your head and open up the crown of your head and allow peace to flow in. Think of the dove, the white dove just flowing, flying into your mind now, into your thoughts, giving you peace. Breathe in. And breathe out and just relax your forehead, relax your eyes, relax your jaw, relax your neck, relax your shoulders as you continue to breathe deeply. Take the weight of the world off your shoulders. Take the contrast away. Release it and ask for peace to flow into your thoughts now. Feeling so relaxed. Raising your vibration now to your Creator. Dancing at one with your soul now as you relax your throat, relax your chest, relax that beautiful heart of yours. Oh, just open up your heart fully. There's nothing anymore to guard. There's no secrets. Just open up your heart. And as you do, as we experienced earlier, that when you open up your heart, that then you fill your heart. The love of all that is. Just relaxing now. Relaxing your stomach, going down your body, relaxing your hips, your thighs, and your knees, and your calves, your ankles, and your feet. Beautiful relaxation is flowing through you now, and also beautiful health. And you're being healed in any place that isn't that perfection that God sees within you, within your thoughts, within your emotions, and within your body. That this loving peace now flows through you and in you and all around you. Breathe in and breathe in peace now. And just feel how calm you are, like a gentle stream, lying next to a gentle stream, just flowing with beautiful life, flowing with God, flowing with the divine now. You are immersed in this beautiful stream of life now. It is pure love and pure peace. Peace be unto you. And we call forth Archangel Chamuel, your beautiful pink light and energy and angel dust of peace. We ask that you spread your wings, that you fly to us and in us now, giving us peaceful thoughts, having our feelings be at peace. Oh, having every cell in our body be at peace and ease now. Immerse yourself in this peace, in this silence. Be silent and know that I am God. We layeth down in green pastures. So abundant. So blessed for all that we are, for all that we have. Feel Shamuel's presence of peace flow now. And as your heart beats, so it goes through your circulatory system of peace. Ah, peace is being given to you now in every muscle, in every bone. Peace in the way that you see, you smell, you taste, you hear, you touch. This divine peace that has always been here. And now we are aware of the peace that flows to us, through us, and all around us now. And we send peace to ourselves and our thoughts. Have peaceful thoughts, calming thoughts, easy thoughts. Have easy feelings, peaceful feelings. You feel so peaceful now, so divine, so in love. And your body is filled with peace now, in every sense, in every way. And your peace begins to grow from the kingdom within you. And your peace goes out now. And it goes out to your loved ones. It goes out to all those that you know. We send peace to all those that we're going to know. Oh, we send peace to the world. Unlimited peace we give the world and give ourselves. And now we see the world in a peaceful way, in a loving way. And you are now the angel of peace. And peace unto you, and peace unto all those situations, experiences, and people from the past, the present, and the future. And peace is now ours. And I now invite you back into the room, into your peaceful room, into your peaceful chair. We're going to count from 3 to 1, and at 1, you're going to awaken in pure peace. And 3 for the peace in your mind now, in your heart, your body, peace and ease. And 2, that you and peace are now at 1. And this oneness, we now open up our eyes and welcome this beautiful, peaceful life forevermore. Amen. Hi. Amen. 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 Hallelujah, brother. Oh, amen. Amen. Sing it now. Amen. 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 Woo. Hi. So, anybody want to share your experience or other thoughts? Other things going on?
I'll share if
Okay.
nobody else wants to.
Hey, Carolyn.
Hey, so because I'm just getting back and I've got like a mazillion things on my brain of what
Yeah.
I need to do, I was kind of very distracted and just like all the things I've got to do. You know, I've been writing them down too, but as we went through that, that all just kind of went away, and I really felt that whole sense of peace and that, you know, it's all good. So
It's all
thank
good.
you.
Yeah. Well, you are more than welcome. And that's what it is. It's just the committee that gets after us. It doesn't like speed up anything, but you getting all stressed out. In fact, it slows it down.
It
And it'll slow you down, and actually it'll kill us. The stress kills. And the number one killer in America is heart disease, and that comes from stress. That stress comes from fear, which is the committee. And so it's like, hey, I'm just not going there anymore. I just love that. I got it all under control. It's beautiful. Yeah, you just look so bright, Carolyn, and you look angelic.
Thanks. Good vacation is great.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, Zoom user, were you going to say something? Yes, you were on your mute. We still can't hear you. You're gonna figure out this one of these days. Still can't hear you. There you go.
I didn't hear 3, and now that I'm at peace, I am peaceful. So
Yeah,
good.
beautiful.
Yeah, good.
Beautiful.
Nice warm
Great.
feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. And know that we can experience this peace anytime we want to. That peace is always within us and within you. And all we have to do is ask. And so that peace is something else. And Shemuel can help you with that peaceful energy to flow to you. So great. Other thoughts, comments? Well, let's unmute ourselves and get ready to go into Joey's favorite part of the show. We like to laugh and have more fun. We like
We
to
like
laugh
to laugh
and
and
have more
more
fun.
fun.
For we are the chosen ones.
We
Are
are
We
the
are
chosen
chosen
ones.
Being at peace is our new game.
Being
at peace is our
new
new
game. For peace is now our middle name. For
For
peace
now, peace is
is
our
our
middle
middle
name.
name. Peace is our divine right.
Peace is
Peace.
our
Peace
Peace
is
is
our
our
divine
divine
right.
right.
As we are guided by God's light. As
As
we
we
are
are guided by
guided
God's
by
light.
God's light.
Sound off, we are now at peace.
Sound
Sound
off,
off, we are
We are
now
now
at
at peace.
peace. Sound off, we are now at peace. Sound
Sound
off,
off.
we
We
are
are
now
now
at
at
peace.
peace.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. Woo-hoo.
Yes,
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 La da
yes,
da 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 da.
yes.
La da 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 da. All right, everybody.
Awesome.
I love you and know that all is well and getting better. Starting right now as we live in peace and shine our peace to the world. Love you all. Bye bye.
Love
Love y'all.
you.
Love you.
Have a
Have a
great week,
blessed week.
everyone.
Bye,
Thanks, Dr. Hank.
everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.